Hello students, once again I welcome you all, the standard 9 students, on this online class. Last class I think we have discussed about that scalar quantity, vector quantities, distance and displacement and its units. So here again we will discuss some more about distance and displacement properly so that you can understand properly also. And I hope you all will be studying in your home properly and take the advantages of this lockdown period of time and that summer vacation also. So let's get started this one. So about distance and displacement, we all love to go to school every day. When the school time was there, at that time you all are coming to the school every day, and I hope you all will be very much like to go to school also. And while going there, we cover finite path from house to school. So there must be a particular path between your home and your school. Yes, through which that path only you are following and coming to the school and going back to your home again. Yes, this path that you cover between your school and your house is called as distance. Yes, the path which you are following from your school or from your home to the school or from your school to your home is called as distance. Thus we can say that distance is the total covered path. That means distance means the total path which you have covered, then that one is called as distance. Okay, no matter in what direction you go, distance simply get added. So distance does not depend upon direction, but it is the path which is actually we are following to move, or the distance of the path which we have followed, that one is called as distance. Okay, it does not depend upon direction. That means distance is a scalar quantity only, because as I said, that one vector quantity and scalar quantity. Scalar quantity means only having magnitude, not any direction, but vector quantity means it is having both magnitude as well as direction. So we found here that distance does not depend upon direction. That means it is a scalar quantity. Okay, thus it is a scalar quantity. Scalar are the quantities which have a magnitude but no directions, as I said that. So magnitude refers to mathematical values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. Magnitude means the mathematical values, but the direction indicating from where to where we are going. Okay, direction can be east, west, north, south. You all know that one. These four are the common direction which we are using in our day-to-day life. Okay, or we can say positive, negative, based upon a reference point. Positive axis, x-axis and y-axis. You know that one in your math also. You have read about that. So that one also we can say. When direction is added to a scalar quantity, it becomes a vector quantity. Whenever we are adding any direction, if you are moving from your home to your school, and if you have added there towards east or towards west or south or north, whatever it is, if you added any direction, then it becomes a vector quantity. Keep it in your mind, this one. Okay, so vector quantities are those which have a magnitude as well as a direction. Yes, tail, head, that arrowhead indicating that from where to where it is moving, so it is indicating a direction also. Yes, from tail to head, it is the magnitude if we measure that one. So vector quantities are those which have a magnitude as well as a direction. Vector quantities add up in the same direction and subtracted in the opposite direction. You just see here, one example is given. From A to C, then C to E is equal to, or 10 plus 10 meter is equal to 20 meter. From A to C, then C to B. Yes, then we have to subtract that one. 10 meter minus 5 meter is equal to 5 meter. That means total distance, how much amount of path we have covered. So vector quantities add up in the same direction and subtracted in the opposite direction. So first from left hand side to the right hand side we are going different part, A to B, B to C, C to D. So if we are going the same direction, then we have to add that one. But if we are going to opposite direction from A to B in first case, then second case from B to C, and in the third case C to B, then opposite direction, so we have to subtract that one. Okay, so for example it is given here in as above. The boy start from B to C. He covered a distance of 10 meter. You can see also properly here positive plus is positive direction, 10 is magnitude, m is meter. Yes, m is the unit, 10 is the quantity, and positive is the direction indicating. Okay, now he travels back to C to B in reverse direction, so we take minus 10 meter. Yes or no? If that fellow is coming back from C to B, then we have to take the negative sign only, so minus 10 meter. If boys goes from B to C is equal to 10 meter. If B to C, then C to A is equal to minus 10 meter. So B to C, then C to B is equal to 0 meter. Here is opposite direction sign. Here negative is opposite direction sign, but positive is the direction sign. 10 is magnitude, m is meter, or m is the unit. Yes. Again from B he travels to A. So distance covered from B to A is minus 10 meter. Here we are taking positive, negative based upon a reference point. A particular point will be there from which the right hand side will be positive. Above one is also positive, but left hand side from the origin is negative, and from the origin the below one is also negative. Yes. So this whole path covered by boy is called displacement. That whole path covered by boy is called displacement. Here you just see that one. Hence total path covered, how can we calculate that one? Previously what we have discussed. See here, negative positive based upon a reference point. Hence total path covered is B to C, that is 10 meter, C to B, that is minus 10 meter, plus B to A, that is again minus 10 meter. Therefore 10 minus 10 is equal to minus 10 meter only. So this whole path covered by boy is called displacement. Displacement is a path covered by any object in a given direction, and it is a vector quantity. But distance, we have seen that one is a scalar quantity, but displacement is a path covered by any object in a given direction, and it is a vector quantity. So in the distance, while measuring distance, if we add direction, then it becomes a displacement. So displacement is a vector quantity, but distance is a scalar quantity. That is why vectors are either be positive or negative depending upon the direction. So that's why vector quantities may be positive or negative. At the same time, it depending upon the direction. But the scalar quantity does not depend upon any direction. So it is always positive or 0. But the vector quantities may be positive, negative or 0. Okay. One such example of vector quantities is displacement. Okay. Displacement is considered as the smallest covered path of a body, or we can say that one displacement means, previously at first we have seen that example from your home to your school while you are going. The path which you are following, that one is your distance. But if we mention direction and at the same time the shortest distance between your home and your school, that one is called as the displacement, or the straight line joining your home and your school. And if you are following that straight line path, then that one is displacement. And if you add there the direction, then it becomes displacement only. Okay, or the smallest or the shortest distance between 2 points, that one is called as displacement also. So to measure displacement, we find the shortest distance between starting and ending point. Here you can see that one. 2 points are there, A and B. That arrowhead is given indicating the direction from A to B. So we can follow the path. You just see that one, from A to D, then D to B. Yes, that is not the shortest distance. But if we draw a straight line from A to B, it becomes a shortest distance only, and indicating at the same time the direction also. So that's why from A to B, that arrowhead, that straight line is called as displacement, but the distance is different one. That red arrowhead is given here, which is indicating distance. Displacement can either be positive, negative or zero, as it is dependent on the direction. As I said that before, displacement can be negative, positive or zero. So if you go to your school and come back home, your net displacement is zero. Yes, distance is equal to, you just see home is there. If the distance between your home and school is, let us take that one, x meter. So distance is equal to from home to school, then school to home again, x plus x is equal to 2x. But the displacement is x minus x, because while you are going from home to your school, plus x, and while you are coming back from your school to home, minus x. So that's why x minus x is equal to 0 only. So your net displacement is 0, or we can say that your initial point or your starting point and your final point or your ending point is same. But what I said, displacement means the shortest distance between 2 points. But here, after some time, again you are coming back to your home. So the initial point and the starting point become same. That's why displacement is 0. Both the distance and displacement are a measure of length. Keep it in your mind, this one. Thus their SI unit is meter only. But the unit of both distance and displacements are same. That is meter only. So let us revise what we have discussed. Distance is total path traveled by a body. Yes, as I said that one. Displacement is shortest covered path. Displacement is the shortest distance between 2 points, or the shortest path which we have covered. Yes, displacement being a vector quantity, or it can be positive, negative or 0. How it is positive, negative or 0, you have seen that one. SI unit of both distance and displacement is meter only. Yes, so this much only. Thank you.